All four of the girls were having a picnic in the park. They were complaining as usual about how beautiful Bina was and how she got too much attention and how unfair it was for them. Suddenly, a fairy godmother appeared. She was short and plump and very jolly looking. Listen, why am I telling you this? Don't you know what a fairy godmother looks like? Anyway, she landed right on top of Charlotte's sandwich.
Oh, excuse me. Is that pumpernickel bread? I just love the smell of pumpernickel.
The girls sat and stared with their mouths open because they had never seen a fairy godmother before.
Ahem. Now, where was I? Oh yes, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation, and it sounds like you are all quite dissatisfied with who you are, which makes me very unhappy, and I would like to offer you the opportunity to be someone else.
What do you mean? Said Charlotte, pulling her sandwich out from underneath the fairy godmother's bottom.
What I mean, and please do not interrupt me, is that if you are so jealous of Bina, then by all means you should be someone else. In fact, perhaps you would even like to trade places with Bina.
Oh, that's silly! How could we possibly be someone else?
Interrupted Grace.
Well, if you would let me finish, when I sprinkle my magic dust over you, you can be whoever you'd like to be. But first, you might want to fly over to Bina's house with me and spend some time with her, just to make sure that her life is to your liking, or anyone else's for that matter.
The girls all gulped and nodded, and finally Nicole said, But, she'll see us looking through the window, and she'll think we're burglars or something.
Yes, she might call the police,
added Amy.
Oh, nonsense. When I sprinkle you with magic fairy dust, you will be invisible, and you can go wherever you want to go, and no one will ever see you.
The girls sat there speechless, which didn't happen very often, I can assure you.
Well, don't just sit there stuffing your faces,
she said, stuffing her face.
My time is very valuable.
The girls leaned forward and whispered quietly for a moment. They decided that even though the fairy took their cookies without asking, she seemed rather harmless. And anyway, they couldn't turn down a chance to spy on Bina without her knowing they were there. So they asked to be sprinkled with fairy dust, and off they flew to Bina's house.